Good evening, everyone.
Cheesy hash browns.
Fuck's sake.
Yum.
Well, hello guys. Welcome back to the Ugly Ducklings podcast. This is what, episode 4 now?
Yeah.
And you might be able to tell from the background we've got going.
Sorry.
Someone has finally decided to join us. So you
Yeah.
have myself, Cameron.
Oh, sorry.
Take your
Yeah.
time. And we have...
Finally, for first time,
Yeah.
Josh.
Yeah, boy.
Fuck hell. Welcome, Josh. Welcome
Yeah.
to the podcast.
Finally, yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
About
Been
bloody
away.
fucking time.
Been away sorting some stuff out, but I'm finally here.
Been
Good.
doing some shit, ain't you?
Yeah, dealing with shit.
Been shitting some do as well.
Yeah.
What the fuck does that mean?
Well, it's like when you say fucking it's
all-
some shits and giggles until it's
Yeah.
some giggles and
I
shits.
love saying that.
Well,
But no, yeah.
Yeah.
How we doing, boys? How you doing, kid?
Shattered.
Shattered. You've
Shattered and battered.
had a fucking rough week. haven't
Yeah, fucking rough, mate.
haven't we both?
Yeah, you know.
I working full time. Got working this day, that day, next day.
By
Don't really get a
myself as
break.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Fucking 60 hours.
yeah, I know. Rough.
But there's a lot of money there.
A lot of
So
money.
it's not too bad.
Not a lot of fucking sleep though.
No,
Mhm.
not really.
But it looks like tomorrow is going to be a lot of sleeping for you.
Yeah, hopefully.
So yeah, no, it's going to be good. What about you, Josh? How's your week been? How's your month been since we started this?
Busy, very, very busy.
Yeah,
Yeah, trying to deal with family situations and
of course.
just trying to keep myself on my way track of work and
Yeah.
make sure I get money and stuff like that.
Mhm.
You know, I'd rather check in on you boys, see how you boys are doing,
Check in.
check in, and then checking out.
Yeah, of course.
Check it out. That's good.
Call me later.
Yeah, no, it's good to see, like, you know, you're getting,
Yeah,
just life's going on really, isn't it?
yeah.
And this is what you don't realise when you're little. Like, just shit happens, innit?
It's yeah. Shit happens. You got to get on with it, really.
Well, exactly.
You grow up
this is the
going-
real world, do you know what I mean? We're older now.
You grow up in school going, I don't want to go to school until you're going up to work, and you go, I want to go
Fuck,
back to
I
school.
want to be back in school.
Fucking
Oh.
right. Go back. Fucking right, yeah. I'll go back to school any day.
Mate, we're like 19, 20 between us all,
Mm.
and fucking it's like we're 2 years out of school. Granted, like 2 of those years there was COVID going on,
Mm.
but it's like, mate, we're like only a year,
Mate,
2 years out.
This year's 4 years. We're already 3 years
hell.
out. Yeah, we left in 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you left in 2018, did you?
No, my last year was 2020 because
Huh?
we didn't actually start having the lockdowns until sort of
School.
March.
How old are you?
I'm 20.
You're 20.
Yeah,
You're 20?
I'm one of the youngest in my year. I'm the year above. Josh.
No, but you're a year above, so surely you should have left 2018.
He also
Secondary
did-
education, yes, but I did sixth form as well.
Oh, I see.
So you
Okay,
didn't-
yeah. I
Yeah,
didn't
so I
fucking do any of that
stayed for
shit.
longer. But no, because I didn't actually sit my final exams. I did my
yeah,
mocks.
Did you get your? Yeah, you got
Yeah.
the results.
I got the assessed grades, yeah. And I was the guinea pig year, so they started it with the government grades, yeah. Do you know what the government gave me?
What?
2 Ds and a C.
2 Ds and a C.
Yeah, so we had the option of either going with what the government assessed for you,
Yeah.
or what your teachers assessed for
And
you.
what did you get for your teachers?
2 Bs and a C. You could guess which one I went for there, eh?
Yeah. Fucking hell. Why did the government give you that shit grade for?
I don't know. If I'm
That's
entirely
fucking
honest.
horrible. We were alright. We
I think-
fucking actually did it.
I think the problem was with the first year I struggled a lot. Like I really struggled
Wait,
to
hold
get
on.
a grasp of it.
Just
that sort of
before,
thing.
what was what exam was that? Your A levels.
A levels, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So the first year of sixth form, the first year of A levels, I really struggled quite a lot because it was such a big step up from GCSEs.
Yeah.
Because even though you did only 3 subjects, or 4 if you were an absolute fucking genius, even though you only do 3 subjects, you have like 5 times the amount of work for each
Yeah.
subject. And
Wait. What
it
do you
was
mean by
hard.
3 subjects? You
So-
personally?
I personally did 3
Yeah,
subjects. I did physics, maths and chemistry. For some reason this dickhead decided to do the 3 hardest subjects of my year. Well, why did I do that?
I don't know, mate. What did you do that for?
Well, I wanted to be a mechanic. or an electrician was
How's
the
that
idea
working
at the
out,
time.
buddy?
No. Well, the thing is though, which I'm going to get onto this in a second because it ties into my topic, but it's part of where I am, where I've decided where I want to be now. But on that though, I'm going to segue into my topic for today that I've got for you boys.
Right.
I want to talk about what you guys wanted to do as jobs throughout all the stages of your life. That's from preschool, primary, secondary, college/sixth form age, what you do now, and then what you want to do.
I can't do preschool. I got kicked out.
Why am I not surprised?
Well, I went there for a month.
I'm not surprised.
Make it up. Make it up.
I dragged someone off the slide. They wouldn't let me back in.
Safety up shock. I mean, just make it up if you want it.
Whoa.
So yeah,
just dropped the jumpers.
Mates,
Cheesy hash browns.
you just dropped my fucking scout hoodie in your fucking cheesy hash browns.
Not your hoodie, my fucking jumper.
Oh, it's your
his
jumper.
I thought it was his hoodie.
Colourblind. Well, my hoodie's there, and you've got my shirt next to you.
No, I can do
like.
like. I think I remember what I did want to do with my life back then. Probably something
yeah.
like a fucking spaceman or something.
Well, what we'll do is I'm going to pause it again, so we can sort of write down what it is, like we did last week with the phobias, and then we'll just sort of write down what it is, and then just talk about why.
I remember a lot anyway of what I wanted
Yeah.
to be because they were quite big parts of my life, to be honest.
Yeah. Do you remember much, Josh?
I don't remember anything, but I can
Make it up.
I can give
Make
you
it fun.
Just have a little guess of like
Yeah.
what you like into back
Yeah,
then.
exactly.
And stuff.
Alright, so we're going to quickly pause this and we'll be back in a second. See you in a second, guys. Right, well.
Cheesy hash brown.
Oh, fuck's sake. Fucking juicy hash browns. Yeah, got a banana. Yeah, no. So, we've all got our little cheeky jobby jobs, you know? Stuff we wanted to do. Here's a little fun fact for you though first. Did you know, I say did you know, it's believed that most people's surnames come from what they were based as their job. So bakers, they were bakers. So I've got a friend who's got a surname called Barker. Typically Barkers worked with dogs or canines, that sort of thing. What's my surname?
You was a fucking prosy, mate.
Cameron gives head.
Only me with the fucking head as a surname.
The fuck's mine?
Grunt. Yours doesn't sound great
No,
either.
that's not my real last name though, is it?
What is it, brother?
Man Greengrow.
Greengrow. Oh, you.
Greengrocer.
Hey, you're a.
Nah, man used to grow weed.
You're a god. Man was doing it before time even said, bro. You'd have probably been like a grocery person.
At least
like
I know
that,
I was a man.
or a
maybe
farmer.
Maybe it's meant to be double-barreled, so it just lets me know I was a man.
You're a green man. You're an alien fella.
Maybe that's why I'm so good in retail.
Yeah.
So I'm a greengrocer.
Yeah.
Maybe that I was just always meant to be in a shop. Yeah.
It could be.
Yeah.
Now, what the fuck does Clive do?
That's a good fucking point.
Clive?
We are born to be housewives. Yeah.
No, but what is a clock?
Fair enough. I mean, the thing that I think of when I think of
Clover.
Clive. Huh?
Clover?
No.
No.
The thing I think of when I think of Clive, I think of a clerk or something like that.
No, when I think of Clive, I think of a man I used to work with. No.
I think of this guy. He had a surname called Head.
I can't believe. Let me just look up quickly. What is a Clive?
What is a Clive?
Burdock or agrimony? Again, what the fuck is that? What's that?
Burdock's something you add to a drink with dandelion.
Well, yeah, it is actually.
Dandelion and burdock.
So the definition for Clive is to split, separate, cleave, or chop.
No way.
You
Use
could
a
have been
butcher.
a butcher, lumberjack. Could have been anything.
Cannibal.
Basically, anything that.
How have you managed to cannibal from job?
As soon as I said butcher, I thought,
anything that
cannibal.
requires being cut in half, you're the guy.
Oh, magician.
Oh yeah,
Come on,
oi,
come
that's
on.
quality. I like his thinking. I like his thinking. That was good. That.
Well, on that, what Clive is that? There you go. There's Josh's weapon of choice.
So I need a till.
If you're a greengrocer, you need a knife to, you know.
Why the fuck? No, I need a till or like a fucking.
Can we appreciate something? Cam just literally walked to the side of his room to pick up an axe and a knife.
I had this in my hand anyway.
He had like, he
I think his real last name's Dharma.
No, I don't love you guys. Nah, kid. Love you guys to bits. Literally.
Okay.
Until you love you guys until you're in bits. Yeah.
But no, I have all this shit because I'm a scout leader, so I have to have it. I've actually got 2 tomahawks on the way as well now. Like proper ones, not the shitty ones. Anyway, we've got some jobs to do, quite literally. So, Josh, what did you? Because you're brand new here, Joshy boy. You're brand new. So, what have you got first?
Sorry.
What have I got first? Yeah. So.
What did you want to do in preschool?
What did I want to do in preschool? Everyone says they want to be like an astronaut, a cowboy, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Me, it was playing games all day.
You know what?
Well, you actually wanted to be a YouTuber.
Thing is, I was going to say,
that
that's a valid thing now. You have video game testers, you have YouTubers, that sort of thing. It's a valid thing to play games all day.
Yeah.
So that's what I wanted to do when I was, a kid. You know, the last thing I wanted to do was go to a job, go out and do some manual labour, come back home, just go to work in general. Like I didn't see the point in going, you know what, I'm gonna go to work.
Me, Josh just thought, nah, that's long for man.
I was like, I'm gonna stay at home and I'll just play video games all day.
Yeah.
And don't need paying any money and stuff like that. No, just video games.
Just play games. Just as long as someone gives me food, keeps me watered.
Wait, when you were younger, wait. So what year was that? Like when you was like 4?
Like preschool, probably. Yeah.
When you were like 4, yeah. When was that? That's like 2008, 2006.
2008.
When I was 4, it was in 2007.
Yeah.
Oh, you were born 2003.
I was born 2003.
Yeah.
I'm the O2. I'm 2006.
2007. What games were you playing back then?
007
GTA 4 wasn't even out.
007 on the PS1.
Quantum of Solace.
We could have been playing Crash Bandicoot.
Playing Wii.
What, on the Wii?
Playing on the Wii.
Oh, you're banging.
Yeah.
Josh is 1 year out from Minecraft playing as well. Minecraft was 2008.
Oh, what, like the pre
Yeah,
alpha?
The alpha,
that would have been when I got PS3, and I didn't get that till I was like 9.
Well, even then, it was only a PC game too.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
it was PC up until it came out of beta, and that's when they went on to the 360 and PS3 and PS4.
Yeah.
Right, Keir.
Well, I thought he was doing all of them.
No,
we'll
go
year
by year.
No, because now mine's shit.
You think yours is shit? Just you wait till mine, buddy.
I've always had a good imagination, yeah. So when I was probably like, meant to be in fucking preschool.
When I was meant to be.
Me and my little brother would obviously like, you know what you do when you're little, like you role play, and I actually wanted to be Ben 10.
Do you know what? Fair enough.
Yeah, I actually did.
In
my head, I was like, I want to grow up and like, I want to be able to change into aliens and shit.
Oh, can we just say it? Ben 10 is sick.
Yeah,
it's
elite.
So good.
Yeah, Ben 10 is banging, mate.
Mate, all of the Ben 10s.
Have you seen the actual live action films?
Yes.
They're so fucking good. I mean, the acting's a bit cringe, but it's fucking brilliant. Like when you was little and you liked Ben 10, that's fucking good.
Oh yeah.
I love them. But yeah, I want to be fucking Ben 10, mate.
Hey, why the hell not? Eh?
Yeah, I had a thing for Gwen in the films though. That's the thing. So I can't really fuck my own cousin.
Just Keir 4 instead of Ben 10.
Keir 4. Fuck up.
Oh dear.
Oh, go on then.
Right.
Your turn. Mine's shit, sorry.
You think yours is shit,
Before you start with yours, you said Keir 10, yeah?
I said Keir 4.
Keir 4, yeah. For him, it would be Keir Mark 4.
It would be.
It would be Keir Mark 4.
There we go. So
Yeah.
I knew there's a connection to the 4 somewhere.
Yeah, why that's a bit weird. Why did you say 4 for?
It's just Keir 4.
It's a nice number.
It's alright, yeah. Right, go on, your turn.
You think yours is boring, yeah?
Mm.
I spent my days in primary school playing with trains.
Preschool?
So I wanted to... Preschool, not primary, yeah. I spent my days in preschool playing with trains and train sets. Such a train driver.
That's hard.
Pretty sick.
I
think part of that came
that's
from...
quite a mature aspiration, to be honest, when you're that age.
I was 3.
You was 3 and you want to be a fucking train driver, mate. That's banging.
Mate, I just imagine, every time I think of that, it's like, I feel like 3-year-old me was like, oh, I want to be Denzel Washington from Unstoppable. Please tell me
Fuck
you've seen
him.
those
I've never
films.
seen
I haven't seen that film.
Fuck you guys, you wankers. You guys don't know
appreciate
what it is.
If he did become a train driver, the amount of strikes he would have been on.
Yeah, you fucker.
You would have ruined us all.
Mate, there's a guy who used to work where I am at the moment. He left M&S to go and work for the railway company.
Yeah.
And they've been on strike. Like
No,
he went and left and started working there. Worked for 2 weeks and they went on strike.
That's banging then.
You don't
But
get
the thing
paid.
is, they can go. No, wait. So they don't get paid.
You get cut wage. It's like half of what you would normally earn.
That's
Yeah,
shit.
you don't earn full wage
But
if
If I worked for them and we was going on strike, I'd go on strike to not go on strike. That's shit.
Yeah.
But also, what was I going to say? Oh, fucking hell.
I don't know.
Oh, fucking hell.
Why are you asking us?
Train driving. Train driving. Oh, fuck it, can't remember.
Right, Josh. Primary school.
primary school. So, on
Oh, the train burning.
Oh, you
Did you
go.
see that? South Eastern Railway?
Yeah.
The Westmoreland train.
Yeah.
Fucking blew up. Yeah, back there. Come on, back to you.
so
Continuing on.
from the age of 7 onwards, as you boys know, I would play football every weekend.
Yep.
So my natural aspiration is what you called it?
Football player.
Was to be a football player.
That's fair.
And
Yeah.
I think that's
millions
quite-
as millions as a football player.
Mm.
You know.
Of course.
That's a decent thing to want to be when you're younger, though.
Yeah.
Especially if you
Because
stick to it.
nowadays you only get scouted if you're 7 and below. You're looking
Mm.
to get scouted from. They don't look at people our age now and go, "Joe,
No.
they'll play football for us."
Yeah, no. But that's because I think like a lot of footballers, they're in their prime. Like for example, like that Saka and Mbappe. Like look at them now. They're like internationally well known. They're doing really well.
Yeah.
And they're really young. And when they get to sort of like late 20s, they're losing it.
You could say that about most people, like Jude Bellingham.
Yeah, that's true.
You guys
Bellingham.
would have heard of Bellingham when he turned 18, playing I think his first game for England.
Mm.
He got his cap at the age of 18. So did Saka. But you see people like Ronaldo.
Yeah, that's true.
He's 34 now, and still plays football.
And Messi as well.
Premier-
Was it Messi who just had his last World Cup?
Yeah, Messi just played
Yeah,
the first
yeah.
It was
World
like
Cup.
Zlatan Ibrahimovic. He played till he was nearly 40, didn't he?
Yeah.
It's like he just
Well,
kept going.
he's still playing now.
Yeah.
Mm.
He just plays for a different.
He plays for LA Galaxy in
LA
America.
Galaxy.
Yeah. Isn't that the team that Beckham transferred to them years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah. Most of the time when a lot of players get old, they typically go to LA Galaxy.
Yeah.
They don't play in the top 7
Mm.
leagues anymore.
No.
They play for like Ronaldo now plays for Al Nassr
Yeah.
in the Saudi league.
Sort of like cooling the jets a bit,
Mm.
reeling it in
So
as it
they're
gets old.
still earning the money,
Mm.
but they're not playing in as hard of leagues anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's a good aspiration, though.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Kill. What was yours in primary?
I can't remember. I had a few, to be honest. Actually, I don't know if I had a few. I think it was secondary school. I had a few different ones because that's when your mind's like a bit like, oh fuck, what am I gonna do? with my
Yeah,
life?
you start
That's-
understanding where your life goes.
When I was, that was it. When I was in primary school, I wanted to do. I enjoyed singing, and I like music as well. So I wanted to do something with singing and music, or
Ah!
what the fuck was that?
Whoa! Nearly a knife on my toe.
Fuck off! Fuck yeah, that's dodgy.
That was close.
That is dodgy.
I'm putting that. Josh, it's there. You've seen it. It's there. Don't let me pick that up again.
He was nearly disabled.
I pushed the boxes along. I didn't realise it went the whole way
Fuck.
through. So I must have Cam's foot off.
I
Shit.
just nearly lost my big toe.
Oh my god. That would
Anyway,
have been scary.
you were saying, Keith.
Yeah. I wanted to do something with music or like singing.
Yeah.
Or be a DJ.
A DJ.
A DJ, yeah, I wanted to be a DJ.
I can fully understand that now, even at the age you are.
Yeah.
Just with the music you listen to in your car and, you know, the late nights we have singing along to music.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Definitely. But yeah, that's what I wanted to.
Still up for that later?
I did do like a bit of like choir singing. But then
Do you know what? That's not something. Let me rephrase. I was gonna say it's not something I would see you doing. I meant. Fuck's sake. The fucking sentence just given up on me. I meant that's something I could definitely see you doing.
Yeah.
being in a choir.
What
Like,
are you trying to say?
it's something. Yes. It's something outside of what normally is you, but doing something that's outside of what is normally you is you.
Yeah,
in its essence.
Yeah, I did try a bit of choir singing, but then like towards the end of like primary school, I sort of gave up and I tried to like have that like cool attitude, like oh yeah I'm cool, so I quit doing that.
You wanted to be a rapper.
Yeah, and I just started like going out with girls,
Started, you know,
just fingering.
Being-
No, I can't say that.
Whoa.
Primary school.
What's in primary?
Yeah.
This is primary school,
No.
kid.
No, actually, I've got a funny story to tell about that. Yeah, actually,
Uh-oh.
there was this. I remember me and a certain boy called Madison. Yeah, you can guess what his second name is. But we was quite good friends back in primary school. Yeah, and we had this girl called Erin.
Oh, mate. Is it worth you just stopping now?
No, it's not. It's not worth it.
He's too far into the story now.
It's
yeah.
so
Balls
good.
deep now.
It's
Fuck.
so good. Oh, balls deep, yeah. Right, basically, right. So she was a bit fucking cranky, yeah.
Right.
But she's actually like quite funny, and we got on with her. And basically, one time, in the school I went to,
Yeah.
in the playground, there's like this like wooded area. It's just wooden beams, and it kind of looks like a little cabin, but without like walls and shit.
Yeah.
And obviously, like you go in through a little doorway bit, and there's a bench at the back, and she sat down on the bench one time. And like she opened her legs and showed us some inch. I know. I was.
And you've just named this person.
Yeah. Sorry, Erin. I don't even think she's alive anymore, to be honest. I haven't heard from her in years. I think she's dead. I haven't heard of her in years actually either.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, she showed us, and like being that age, I was just like, wow, that's mental. I had so many wanks to that.
From that moment,
so many
you
wanks.
turned from a boy to a man.
Yeah.
In primary school.
Yeah.
Because this is primary we're talking about.
Yeah, I know. Mental. But yeah, go on with yours. Sorry.
So.
I'll catch a case if I keep talking about that.
Probably have, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Right, well, I've got another fucking boring one. In primary school, for the most likely thing I could think of, I was very much the maths and science kid in school. So I just fucking rocket scientist.
That's fair.
It's pretty average, but you know, I didn't want to be an astronaut. Much as being like, I'd happily go to space if I was asked to do it. You know, Richard Branson hit us up. But I'd happily
the
go
one
to
that owns
space.
Virgin Islands?
He owns Virgin.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, yeah.
Virgin Islands.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's I just fuck.
Wait, no, when I laughed, I farted.
Same.
I like squeezed a laugh out and then fucking shit myself.
But no, rocket science is the best thing I could think of because it's like everyone wanted to be a rocket scientist. You wanted to do something in science.
Yeah.
No one wanted to be a fucking microbiologist.
Was it one of them like
marine.
inspirational stories where like fucking I don't know, you were doing something and your mum or someone like close to you was like, it's not fucking rocket science, and you were like,
rocket science.
rocket science.
Rocket science. The prophecy is true.
Yeah.
But no, that's pretty much the most I could think of that I'd want to be, that or a fucking mathematician. But you know, fuck that. That's boring. What kind of title's that?
Fair enough.
Josh,
Right.
what did you want to do in secondary?
Secondary school.
Secondary.
Yeah.
Well, at the time I was still playing football on the weekends.
Yeah.
But
When you weren't sleeping
when I wasn't,
with
yeah.
me.
You can't work like that. I was sleeping on your sofa. I used to come
With
back
me.
from a football game.
What did you say? I used to come and then you said on me.
I used to I go to my nan and granddad's on a weekend.
Yeah.
On a Friday.
Pick up you go
after school.
Yeah, you go for football.
And then I'd go to my nan and granddad's. I'd turn up with my nan and granddad's. There'd be 4 cans of energy drink waiting for me.
4 cans of energy drinks, Kit Kats,
Kit Kats, 4 donuts.
4 donuts, and it was either a Rustler burger or a pot noodle.
Oh, you had the fucking life.
But that was my granddad every Friday.
Yeah.
Every
Friday.
Every Friday, I used to wait. I'd go up to his and they'd all be there waiting for me. I'd bring back at least 3, plus the Kit Kats, plus the donuts, plus whatever else I had with me. Used to all come to me with cams, with my PlayStation. I used to sit up here and I used to stay at his every Saturday night.
Every Saturday night.
Without fail.
Minute.
Yeah.
That's
I used to
calm.
sleep on the sofa.
With me.
That would keep putting that in there. Mate.
Dad, to be fair though, I even remember like when obviously we left school, we lost touch a little bit, but then when we started talking again, me and you, Josh, after a couple of well, it wasn't even a couple of years. It was about half a year, maybe a little bit more, and even then you were still going to football on Saturdays. So I'd ask you what you're doing on a Saturday if I had it off, and you say I've got football until such and such time.
Yeah, I played football from the age of 7 to the age of 18, and then finally gave it up because one, the team I was playing for was absolutely terrible, and two, it was against that point where I had to go play for men's football.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I don't have the build to play men's football.
Absolutely stomped.
Exactly, but
So you were still doing football in secondary school?
I was still doing football in secondary school, but when I didn't have, on days that I didn't feel like going to school, because there was days like that. I think we've all had days like that. I used to go work with my dad. My dad's a builder, so my dream job when I was in secondary school was to become a builder and a labourer.
So
fair.
you went from in
That's
preschool.
that's quite down to earth thinking.
The thing is, though,
is
he went from in preschool, he just wanted to sit around and just game, and not work at all, and then he wanted to be a labourer.
Yeah, that's interesting.
That's one hell of a switch.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the difference between going, do you know what, I'm too young to figure out, that I need to go work and make money for a living, and then suddenly at some point when you go between primary school and secondary school, you go, do you know what, I want to start buying things myself, I want to start earning money. Because my first job was actually working at a place called Delta Force Paintball.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
And I used to work there on the weekends.
Yeah.
So I'd go, Friday night, I'd at my nan and granddad's. Saturday morning I'd play football, and then I'd work Sunday morning from like 7:30 till about, I don't know, about 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
I was only getting paid minimum wage. And at the
Yeah.
time of that I was 16, so I must have been paid like £4.54 or something ridiculous like that.
Yeah, something
But
shit.
even when I was in school, I was still earning money, trying to build my money
exactly.
up.
Especially because when you're a kid as well, you don't necessarily have to worry about fucking tax or anything like that, because you're a kid, and especially when you're on minimum wage, you don't get taxed anyway.
No,
you
anything
just
else,
don't.
I think it's anything under 13,000 you don't get taxed on.
Yeah, yeah. And especially with that, it's like all the money you earn is yours. You don't have to worry about any of it going anywhere.
Yeah.
So in that sense, it's good. But then at the same time, once you start earning the bigger amounts of money, you sort of get that taste for it. It's like, oh, hang on a sec. I like this. I need to keep going.
Yeah. Well, there's not really much else I can say in that situation, really, is there? Apart from the fact that I wanted to be a labourer the same as my dad.
Yeah.
I think we all follow our family's path at one point. I mean, I can't really say it for you boys, but
I didn't. Certainly didn't.
most people, I reckon, from family-wise, would go,
Yeah.
do you know what, I want to be the same as mum and dad, I want to do this for a living.
Well, that's because you see them and like how it works for them, and plus that's all you ever know, innit?
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah. But,
Your secondary year. What did you want to do in secondary?
secondary school was fucking weird for me.
You said you had a few. You sort of bounced.
Yeah, secondary school was weird.
Yeah, that's to say the least, Keir. It was weird.
Yeah.
It was fucking weird in secondary school.
So,
I'd still rather be there than what I am now.
Yeah.
You know.
So in secondary school, when I first started at secondary school, I still wanted to do something with music.
Yeah.
And so like I used to download these like apps on my iPad like to make music and shit like that.
Or like the fucking like you used to get the
Launchpad.
The Launchpads,
yeah. So I did that. Obviously.
Hang on a sec. Didn't you have a Launchpad at one point, Josh?
I did, yeah.
Because I remember you used to bring it over as well when you had your PlayStation.
Yeah.
And you'd sit to the side while it was my turn on Fortnite,
Yeah.
and you'd just sit there on your Launchpad.
Yeah. That's something I wanted to do, but I never had the actual computer properly to do it.
Yeah.
I thought it was fucking sick, mate. The app that you could get. So I did that, and like the only lesson, I was a bit of a dickhead in year 7 actually, to be honest. I was a bit of a dickhead. Yeah, but so yeah, I was music and still wanted to like do DJing at some point, and then like sort of year 8, year 9, started like riding scooters and bikes, and then I started watching like Harry Main and fucking Scotty Crammer and loads, fucking Tanner Fox and shit, and wanted to be a fucking BMX rider, a scooter rider. fuck off, mate. Honestly.
I think all three of us have done that.
Yeah,
well, yeah.
I think we was like, oh yeah, I really want it.
All three of us should just ride together. That's the main thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And so that was sort of like year 8, 9, and then coming out of year 9, going into year 10, there was a certain situation that happened, and I had to speak to a social worker for a while, and I sort of figured out that I wanted to be a lorry driver like my granddad. So that's where I ended up. Yeah, that's so from oh fuck the mic. So from like sort of start of year 10 to sort of leaving school, I had the aspiration to become a lorry driver at some point. I knew the regulations. I knew obviously you have to be a certain age. You have to be driving for a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
I knew all of that. But I wanted to be a lorry driver like my granddad.
Yeah.
I never had the aspiration to become a mechanic. No matter how much I'd been around cars.
Yeah.
With my dad, he had cars and he always worked on them himself. He always took me out to work on them with him.
Yeah.
But no matter how many cars I'd help him work on, I never wanted to become a mechanic because I saw that as sort of just I didn't see that as a profession that I could do. I saw that as just a hobby, that you can just do like on a weekend or whatever. So I never wanted to do anything like that. But lorry driving is something that I figured out later in secondary school life, and that's what I set on.
Yeah.
So yeah, but that's secondary school kids' aspiration.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, see, I was a bit more of the opposite. I actually wanted to be a mechanic. I still do want to be a mechanic because the idea of taking something that's broken, fixing it and making it so that it works again, and then giving it back to whoever it is that owns it or whatever, or if it's my own thing, having something that was originally not working and then making it work again, that whole thing resonates with me really well. So it was like something like that, or an electrician was another idea I had for a while.
That would have been good. They make bank, mate.
Yeah.
Especially during lockdown as well.
Yeah. But a lot of mechanics do as well.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
So yeah, well, certainly in secondary, my idea was to be a mechanic or an engineer of some kind. I wasn't sure what, but that was where I wanted to be because I'd gotten well acquainted with the sciences and stuff, especially physics, that sort of thing, which you need quite a bit of that for the advanced mechanics and that sort of thing. So yeah, definitely a mechanic is where I wanted to be with that sort of thing.
What, throughout?
Throughout most of secondary, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, also as well, yeah. When I was in secondary school, yeah. So I didn't like Josh did. My birthday fell so weird, and like because of that, I wasn't 16 until I left school. Actually, we left school about May time. That was the last exam, and I wasn't 16 until August. Obviously, my birthday.
Yeah.
So a good few months after. But like, so I didn't work throughout secondary school, and I remember I had like my mum and dad used to buy these like little chewing gums from not Poundland. What was the other one? The 99p store in Tunbridge.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, my mum and dad bought boxes and boxes of these fucking chewing gums, but they was in singular packets, like each piece.
Yeah.
I used to take them to school, and because I was so little, like all the older kids would just like, if I came up to them and be like, "Do you want some chewing gum for 20p?" They'd be like, "Yeah."
You just entrepreneur shit
Yeah.
out of
So I fucking used to sell chewing gum for 20p a piece. Take it back to my mum and dad, and then just keep I give them the pound back for the fucking box, and then just keep whatever.
There was always that one kid in every school that sold sweets. There always was. I had one. He was a fat kid, and he sold sweets, but he had like anything under the sun. Like you wanted toxic waste, he had toxic waste. You wanted fucking the fluffy.
They're the kids that grow up to be dealers. Well, except me.
Well, it's like you wanted the fucking the flumps, the marshmallow thing. They had flumps. You remember the rainbow mini popcorn things? Those bags of things. He had them. Anything that was a sweet treat that you couldn't get in school, or you had to buy yourself at a shop, he had it. How the fuck he had it? And he only had a bag sort of this big.
Privilege.
Pretty average size. How the fuck he had everything and all his school
stuff?
He was one
of them kids that before he left for school in the morning, his mum was like, "Do you want anything from the cupboard?" Fills his fucking bag up full of sweets, the fat bastard.
Yes, mum. Fills his bag.
You'll probably find him now. He's probably but fucking hence go to the
rolling
gym.
down the street.
Tumbleweed. But yeah, I did that, and as well, I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, in the later years when I was mates with a few people, I used to chore so much from people. I remember in PE was the best time.
Locker rooms.
Yeah, locker rooms. Yeah, I used to steal so much change and sort people out. And as well, yeah, there's a certain kid, you'd know him. He was at the alleyway all the time. He's a hard cunt. I wouldn't start on him. He's a good bloke though. He's a proper good bloke. He's alright as well. But I remember a certain person beginning with I can't say his name. I'll get him fucking shit. But he had.
Write on your phone, shall I tell you?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna write it on my phone, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about because he probably said about it so much.
On the case of talking about taking sweets and that into school, I used to go to the shop every morning before I went into secondary. Before we went in, and then we went in the alleyway to go have a fag before we went into school, because we always used to do that. Fag before school, fag after school in the same alleyway.
No matter how many times we got fucking.
How many times we got chased out the teachers? It's unreal. But I used to go into the shop before school, buy myself one of them KA drinks.
Yeah.
And a pipeline monster.
Yeah.
I remember going to school.
And the cookies sometimes.
Yeah.
Do you remember them?
Yeah. I remember going to school once, ripping the label off the KA bottle because I finished a drink, pouring my monster in it, and then convincing everyone in school, plus the teachers, that I had carrot juice in my drink.
Carrot juice?
Yeah, because that's
because it's like an orange.
That's the orangey pinkish sort of colour that comes out of the pipeline punch cans.
That is so
pink
clever.
Can, you pour it out,
I convinced them.
That's next level clever.
Carrot juice.
And it's not like they're gonna go, "Can I fucking smell your drink?" Is it?
All they saw was an orange shaded drink.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Got a bit floppy.
Have I?
Okay.
There you go.
Touch it a bit more.
Okay, Daddy.
This is what I mean. The bottom one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, a certain friend of mine asked me to get hold of some AirPods. So I did. I did that. Actually, I did this twice. But yeah, so a certain mate asked me to get hold of some AirPods. So during physical education, that's exactly what I did. And I stole them, and the kid who I stole them off was not very happy. But the person who I stole them for, since that day, protected me no matter what. He made sure that my name was clear throughout everything. If anyone was asked about them or anything like that, he always made sure my name was out of it.
Yeah.
But I did steal them for him. And I remember as well in the alleyway, and this is the funniest fucking bit. We went to the fag alley after school, and this fucking dickhead was fucking wearing them right after I'd fucking chored him. He looks over at me, he starts laughing, and he does a little twirl, spins around, and they're in his fucking ear. Dickhead. Yeah, no, he's a good bloke though, but yeah, fucking cool.
Oh dear.
Do you know that person you took him from drives now?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's apparently he's up north quite a bit. Someone told me or something. Yeah, I think it might have been you actually told me.
I think so.
But yeah, he's up north quite a bit. But I shouldn't have said that.
No, you're good.
Yeah, a lot of people up north.
Yeah.
Just don't know.
I went up north to see my sister.
Who are we on again?
It would be.
How is it?
No.
She's alright.
Yeah, that's good.
I saw both my nephews.
No, that's nice. I remember you actually. Yeah,
one of them I hadn't met before. The other one, when my sister lived down here with me and my mum and dad, we all saw each other then. But one of my nephews was born when they were up in Newcastle, so
that's where she lives, Newcastle.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's a long way away. That's like a 3-4 hour drive, isn't it?
No. You're looking more a 5-hour drive.
It's a long way to Newcastle.
That's 500 miles.
Way.
But you got. Yeah, I know. Actually, I've driven.
And I had to take 3 trains. I had to get on one from here to London, and I had to get the London tube. Yeah. I had to get on the London tube to go to the other side of London. To go to. Yeah. To the other side of London, and then get on a train that took me. If I didn't get off in Newcastle, would have taken me the whole way to Scotland.
Fuck, imagine you're asleep and you wake up in fucking Aberdeen.
Yeah, like, laddie, how you doing?
The whole round trip for me to get on the train was about 5 hours.
Ooh.
I had the first hour or so where I was obviously travelling from here to London.
Yeah.
And then I had like a, I don't know, 20-minute stop on a train from the tube from one station to another.
Yeah.
And then I had to jump on a 3 or 4 hour train to go from here to Newcastle.
What did you do? Sleep?
No, I didn't have a seat.
Oh, what?
You had to book a seat on that train.
No.
Yeah.
You stood up the whole time.
No, I stood in I had set my suitcase up behind me and I sat on the floor. I sat on the floor for 3 hours straight. My arse was numb by the time I got into Newcastle.
Was, that's ghetto, that is.
I would do it happily again to I said my sister
Yeah, of
and
course,
my nephews.
yeah.
Of course, yeah.
But like the pain that caused me on that train, I didn't realise you had to book a seat for it.
What about the way back?
Same.
So you went through 10 hours of this shit,
Yeah.
sitting on the floor.
Yeah.
Ah.
I mean, I was happy when I got on the train from London to Tunbridge Wells
You could
because
sit down again.
I could sit on the seat.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, that
Fucking hell.
felt like a luxury compared to being on that other train. But I had to go through like York and Durlington and Durham.
Yeah. All them places, like, yeah. That's mental.
Ouch.
Is this,
I've even got pictures of me standing outside Newcastle Stadium.
like Loughborough, innit? Like Loughborough and stuff like that. That's up
Loughborough.
north.
Do you mean Loughborough?
Loughborough, I don't fucking know.
Loughborough.
Why do you say it Loughborough? You don't say Southborough, it's fucking Southborough.
It is Loughborough.
It is Loughborough, yeah.
Muffborough.
Muff Daddy.
So who are we on now?
Well,
Muff Daddy, fuck off.
That took you a moment.
Yeah.
It is now Josh for the college sixth.
Yes.
What do you want?
College
How are we
and
doing
sixth
college?
form.
I didn't fucking go college, or sixth.
Well, that age,
Okay,
sort of
yeah,
16
yeah.
to 18.
Right, before I do anything, I'm going to show Keir this. That's me and my nephew
I think I've
outside of
seen this
Newcastle
one,
Stadium.
That's sick, mate.
I was up there for a week,
Yeah.
so
He was happy to
Yeah, I've seen that. When are they coming back down this way?
they aren't for now.
Okay, fair enough.
Family travels up there.
Fair enough.
But you want to talk about college?
Yeah. So what do you want to do? College sixth form.
I can tell you what I did for college.
I know what you did.
Yeah, but at the same time I was working when I went to college.
Mm.
So yet again, on that course of saying I'm gonna make money, I had to pay for some way to get into college.
Yeah.
But when I was in college, I was doing mechanics.
Mm.
So hitting again on what you were saying when you were in secondary school, I did my level 3 qualifications when I went to college for mechanics. But at the same time as that, COVID hit.
Yeah.
So I got halfway through my course,
And then got cut off.
and then got cut off from doing my course, and that was it. I decided I wasn't gonna go back.
Yeah.
So
That's
I
fair
can't
enough.
really say I had a dream job at that point
Mm.
because I didn't know what my next step was when COVID hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It fucked up a lot of people, that really, didn't it? You copied me. Bitch. No, yeah, it did. That got in the way of quite a lot of things.
So I can't say that I wanted a job, didn't want a job when I was in what I wanted to be when I was in college, because
Yeah.
most of my life was like, oh, I'm stuck indoors for half a year, wherever it was, when we was in lockdown.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a shit time.
It was shit
lockdown,
time.
really. Let's be honest.
I think that was a turning point for the shit world we live in now.
Mm.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it's like I spent, especially with you, Josh, spent a lot of time going out all the time,
We did, yeah.
and
Well, in COVID.
not in COVID.
Not in COVID.
Before
Say,
COVID.
You know what he comes. Same.
And then the fact that we couldn't do that anymore, we couldn't go out, we couldn't see friends or anything like that, and being stuck indoors without the choice of being able to go outside, really ruined me. Like I suffered over lockdown. I can't say I suffered more than many others, because a lot of people suffered worse than me. But for my own personal experience, I didn't do well with lockdown. Some people thrived. They absolutely loved lockdown.
I bet they fucking did, mate.
But no,
I had a
just,
masturbation problem during lockdown.
Is that why you're on a few sizes?
Yeah.
that's why it's
mate.
still bulging now, mate.
Yeah, mate.
He's
Fucking
got to
hell.
work the left arm to bring the right arm back up.
Nah, to be fair, during lockdown, I actually bought a set of weights, and I did a lot of weight training in lockdown, so I kept good in shape like during
Yeah.
lockdown. But the masturbation, mate.
The trouble is with
Fuck.
that. The trouble is with that is there's only so far you can go before you're just maintaining, really.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I didn't mind. It's not that I wanted to get big. I just saw like a month or two in. I saw a lot of people and they were like how much they gained weight during lockdown.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, fuck that. I want to make sure. I want to make sure. I'm happy to at least maintain a decent shape that I've always been in.
Yeah, queer basher.
How am I queer basher? All I've done is taken off both my jumpers because I got warm and my top may have got stuck up.
Exactly that, man.
I'm not
top. Big
I'm
summer.
not
Wait, what's
fat,
the
nothing
thing?
like that.
Hot girl summer. But yeah. What are we on?
It's you now. What did you want to do between sort of 16 and 18 years old?
Oh, okay. So when I left school, I had to wait till I was 16 to get a job, and then my mum and dad back then they were pressuring me to get a job.
Yeah.
And obviously I understood why back then, like I did, but like I sort of just wished that they'd given me more of a chance, because it is quite hard to find a job, especially when you've just left school.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of glad they did because it pushed me and it gave me drive. But saying that, that summer I sort of treated it as just relax. You finished secondary school.
Yeah.
Well done. Do you know what I mean? So I did, on top, along with going to look for jobs and that, I did, meet a lot of people. Had a few decent times and that, making memories. But then towards the end of August, I found myself a job.
Yeah.
At Millets, obviously, being a sales assistant, £4 an hour. I thought, you know what, fuck it. It doesn't really matter to me. I have no responsibilities at all.
It's something.
Fuck it. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
And, so that's what I was doing. I still, do you know what? Yeah, I still wanted to be a lorry driver. And at that point, I don't know why, because it might have been just purely because of the stress of trying to find a job and then the relief of finding a job and settling into it. The music part of me that's always been there, that I loved music and I wanted to do something with music, just fucked off. And like, there was literally no thought about that. There was no thought process of, I want to do something with music and become successful from it. There was nothing. I need to get my notes up because I've forgotten a bit about it.
I mean, what probably doesn't help is the fact that over lockdown, the two of us played Minecraft religiously.
That was the second lockdown, though.
Yeah.
Remember that? Because before the second lockdown, before even, before we came out of the first lockdown, I didn't know who you were.
We knew of each
we
other,
knew of each other because Josh
actually
spoke of you so much, and he might have spoke of me to you, and you probably might have heard of me from someone because I went out with a certain fucking woman from your area. But yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the girl.
Who?
The female. No, you said that you heard from me because of.
Yes. I'm with you now.
And she told you because I was going out with a certain.
Yeah.
That one.
I'm with you now. I'm on the right page.
But I did. When I was working, I did want to still be a lorry driver. I still wanted to do that. And then obviously, when the first lockdown, was it first lockdown? No. The first lockdown I was here, worked through summer, whatever. And then another lockdown happened near Christmas. And then I joined the council, worked I was a bin boy.
Bin boy.
Yeah, and then obviously started like getting my face about a bit, sort of like work-wise.
Yeah.
Grafting, and then obviously doing driving, and then obviously I don't know what it is, but since I've been driving and just singing a lot more in the car, I suppose.
Yeah.
I feel like I just want to get back into trying to do a bit of music.
Reignited something.
Yeah, it actually has. Yeah, and it does. A lot of people say that when I sing it sounds alright. So I feel like if there's something there, then why not just go and fucking try it? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, even if it's like starting off with like setting up your own YouTube channel and doing like covers and things like that. Just
actually, I was thinking of doing SoundCloud, to be honest.
Yeah.
I know SoundCloud's a bit dead these days, but it's still it's a music platform.
It's a platform
SoundCloud
nonetheless.
rapper.
Yeah, I could be a SoundCloud rapper.
What would your SoundCloud rapper name be, though?
Lil Knob.
Lil Knob. No, don't think you do that one.
Yeah, but spelt doorknob, so it's allowed.
I think Lil Crun.
Lil Crun.
Crun.
Lil Den.
Lil Den.
Excuse me.
That was a squeaker.
That was a question, like, okay. Are you sure?
5.5 out of 10.
Little Crunky.
Your little Crunky.
Little
Crunky, yeah.
Little Crunky boy.
That fucking stinks.
I'm not surprised.
Hold on, wait, let me...
Little Crunky. That's great, I love that.
Yeah, so currently, so that's obviously I'm 19, so 16 to 18 kind of ties in right now.
Yeah,
really.
yeah.
But I'm currently a supervisor. I'm back at Millets after about 3 different jobs after sales assistant at Millets. I'm a supervisor now. I still want to do lorry driving when I become the appropriate age. But I would also like to at least make a sort of a little endeavour into the music side of me and see what comes from it, to be honest.
You could even do something that ties both of them in, like if you're doing like a lorry driving gig, for instance, right, where you've got to do like a long haul or something like that. Yeah. You then book like a bar or a restaurant somewhere where you then perform as a DJ at wherever you're going. No, not
DJing. Not DJing. I have a family member that DJs.
No, whatever it is, whether it's that you're making your own songs or whatever it is that you explore into the music doing. If it's a case that booking gigs is what you need to get your name out there, you can always do it where you take advantage of the long haul journey, and at the other end you can do something like that as your like rest and relaxation sort of thing. Because obviously you can't do lorry driving consistently for like days on end because there's a certain limit you have to have a rest.
Well, I can. You know, I did study music in secondary school. I can play drums quite well. And piano, you know, I picked up a few things from a really good music teacher of mine. So, you know, it's not what do they call it? It's not like an unreachable goal. Yeah, you know? Yeah.
It's a talent you have. Yeah. It's just you need to nurture it. That's what you need
definitely. But yeah, that's where I'm at in life, to be honest with you.
It's like how I'm sort of teaching myself the ukulele. I mean, I'm one song in so far.
Ukulele.
But I want to be able to play it, that sort of thing, not necessarily for the sake of saying, I can play the ukulele, but it's also the fact that because I'm a scout leader, I want to do it for my scouts. So when we have like campfires and things like that, we've got music to go with the campfire songs. But I won't be your typical fucking campfire song guy. Oh fuck no! That is long to do that. That song is like 7 minutes long.
It's a lovely song though.
It's a beautiful song. Piece. Jeff Buckley did it best.
Yeah. Is that the one that's in Shrek?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I first heard that song. I thought it was brilliant.
Yeah. But no, that sort of thing. I'd do that for the sake of it's for my scouts. It's for my group because I know they'd love to hear something like that because it then adds an extra layer to what the scout group already has. I mean, I might be able to find on my phone somewhere some of the campfire songs that we were singing. I'll do it later. I can't be asked right now. But no, it's that's why I do music, but not for getting popular or anything like that. But with you, certainly, if it's something that you feel that you want, then I would go for it if I were you. Because apart from anything else, what have you got to lose? Like, there's nothing.
Yeah, I don't even have sanity anymore.
Do any of us?
No.
Really?
No. But that's where I'm at in life. To be honest, I'm settled in the job I've got.
Yeah.
That's cushy. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I'm good at it. I'm fucking good at it. If I do say so myself.
But
yeah, no, I'm good. I know what I want to do. Obviously, like, you know, with jobs and stuff like that, and with a career in the future in the transport business.
Who knows? Maybe one day I could own a Keir and Josh version of one of these.
Yeah, you know that. Imagine that. That'd be fucking.
That'd be sick. I'd love that.
That'd be so cool.
It would.
That would be sweet.
That would be my fucking that'd be my humble brag. It was like, I'm mates with Keir and Josh. Yeah. That's my best mate. We've got a podcast together and that.
You wouldn't have to, mate. I'd bring you along with me.
Oh, you're I'd fucking hope so.
Yeah.
If we don't get backstage to meet the stars,
I would. If I ever came into any money, I've been saying this to many people, like people I work with, people that are close to me.
Yeah.
Like if I ever came into any money, before I even think about getting myself a nice Mark 4 R32. I would so sort everyone out. I would sort Josh out, I would sort you out, I'd sort my family out first, and then whatever's left over, I'll be happy with the scrapings, mate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that goes for all of us, though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Really?
It goes, certainly within the people in this room, it goes for me.
Yeah.
And a few others outside of it, but I'm very, very picky with people now, because some people haven't proved their worth to me. Some people have, don't get me wrong. Like you boys certainly have, but there's a lot of people out there that haven't been that level like you guys are. So they're just not worth the effort.
Yeah.
That's
life.
Yeah.
That's life. Right, okay.
Alright, so
16 to 18, hit us.
Obviously, of 16 to 18, sixth form.
Really?
I'm pretty sure I've told you boys about this, but I actually went through half of the application process to become a Royal Air Force engineer. So throughout all of this, you have different stages. So you have the initial application. You have aptitude tests. So they test your English skills, your mathematical skills, and then because I did engineering, they also have your mechanical and comprehensional skills as well.
That's what my boss's brother is literally doing right now.
Yeah. And then you go on to do a medical, which I failed my medical, one because I was overweight. It literally just after the first lockdown I'd went for my medical, so I'd put on a load of weight, but that was something I could change. But also because I'm colourblind. Now,
yeah, they're a bit funny with that, My dad's tried to like join the army, not RAF, but they were a bit funny because I think he's colourblind, I believe. I think that was the reason. I can't quite remember, but they didn't let him in because of something like that. They're quite picky.
Yeah.
Is my point.
But then you look at the mechanic side. It makes sense. Because if you wire up a plane wrong, they turn the joystick to turn right, and the plane fucking flips upside down. It's
fires a fucking missile at your own base.
Fires a rocket. It's like, well, you kind of fucked it there.
Gets a fucking tannoid in your earpiece of the Black Ops 2 voiceover. Get that son of a bitch out my sight.
So yeah, it makes sense. So I mean, I was a bit bummed out, I won't lie, but I'm not so fussed with it now. I'm a big boy. I got over it. But after that, it was then just looking at what to do next, and lockdown came along, and sort of took away from that opportunity. Why don't you go between the microphone arm stands, mate?
We've got two glasses there.
I'll do a bit of can ASMR.
Oh,
fuck.
This is not PG, this is purely 18 plus, mate. Cam's fingering himself.
His finger in his belly
Yeah,
button.
what was that?
His finger in his belly button. That's what that
Hey, Josh.
was. No.
Damn.
He loves that.
Clap them cheeks, boy. I love that noise. Know when you're hitting it from the back and the noise.
I'm skin out.
You can hear your bollocks. You can hear your balls like slapping her arse. That's that noise.
You just stand up, just go.
That's a good noise.
You're cunts. You're both right.
Oh no! That's
I'm gonna
that
spat
noise.
my drink everywhere.
That's that noise when like the arse of the female or man that you're fucking
It reverberates.
is like the shape of the arse is in perfect degree angle of like the way you're bent over them, or like, you know what I mean, and it's just like
it just cups perfectly.
yeah, one of them, yeah.
It proper
It
cups it,
perfectly.
yeah.
I fucking love that. It's so satisfying. That makes me jizz in itself.
Fair enough.
I feel uncomfortable commenting on the situation, so I have a girlfriend, so I'm not going to comment on the situation. So if we can
And he doesn't.
Yeah, but
And he doesn't have a girlfriend.
He's happily comfortable talking about this situation. I'm not.
Yeah, I'm not speaking about a certain. I'm not speaking even about a certain female. I'm just saying, like, in general, with the experience I have. That's all. I just want to make that clear. I just want to make that fucking clear.
You were saying about the RAF?
So
I like turtles.
Flight crew. So where can I fly planes? Actually, I'm not allowed to fly planes. I'm not even allowed a private license.
Yeah, I know, you're fucking Trevor Phillips, aren't you?
Fucking what?
Trevor Phillips. He's not. Do you not remember Trevor Phillips, GTA 5?
Oh shit, yeah.
He's not allowed to fly planes because of his
yeah.
mental health and that.
I'm not mental. I'm
No,
just
but you're not allowed to
fucking
fly
blind.
planes, so that's where the fucking. You know what I mean?
I'm just fucking blind. That's all.
Yeah.
I can't see that far. I mean, I take this off and that fucking the Sidemen jacket looks blurry. I can't. No, I can't read it. I tried. 7.5 out of 10. Hey guys, just before we get to the end of this video, it's Cameron here. Because we did so long in this episode, because Josh had finally joined us, we did 2 hours on this episode, so we decided to split this video in half. So you're going to get one part this week, and then one part will be next week. So keep your eyes and ears out for 5 o'clock every Monday, 5 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, GMT. And we'll have the episode up then. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, and please keep your ears out and eyes out for more. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell, share it around, and yeah, have a good day. Peace.